Facebook, what is happening? I am in Victoria, BC. We're in front of the capital of BC, right?
This is a Parliament building. Well, Victoria is the capital of BC.
Yeah. Well, Victoria is the capital of BC, but this is by definition the capital of BC, right?
Yes.
British Columbia.
Correct.
The westernlymost province in Canada. This is James Bamford. He is a stunt coordinator, fight choreographer, future director. He and I have been working on Arrow. He was one of the very first people that I met. We thought that I thought he's just being very gracious. We thought that it would be interesting to sit somewhere live for people to know where we are, because I bet you that there is someone out there in this sort of harbor area of Victoria,
Inner Harbor,
that is watching this. I mean, there are 14,000 of you watching it right now, but I figure someone's going to come by. We're going to say hi, act in an orderly manner. We're sitting in the fountain in the middle of the Parliament buildings. So now we got to riff a little bit. Bam, you grew up in Victoria.
Yes, I did. Sydney and Victoria. Sydney's out by the ferries, but...
So how big is the island?
The island is large. It's very considerable. It's at one time I thought it was about the same size as Japan.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Although I don't think that's entirely true now.
Okay. So was that something that was just completely wrong that you thought, like, as a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought they looked sort of similar.
Just because they look similar on a map? Did you know that you can fit the United States of America, excluding Alaska, into Africa 4 times? 7 times.
I did not know that.
Well, now you do.
Thank
so we're being
God.
educated while we're waiting for fans.
Oh.
By the way, this could all go horribly wrong. This is one of the things about live Facebook. I'm assuming that someone will come and say hi, either because they're watching this or because they'll recognize Bam Bam. But it could not happen. I'm good with either one.
There's no water in this fountain. Did you notice that?
There is no water fountain. Stay out of the fountain. It's very, very cool buildings, though. Really, really cool. I've been to 3 Parliament buildings in Canada. I've been to the Federal Parliament buildings in Ottawa. I've been to Queen's Park, which is the Parliament buildings in Ontario, and this one.
I've been to this one.
And that's it?
Yeah, when I grew up, something interesting that a gentleman just pointed out to me. I haven't been here for a while, but this is my hometown.
Were you eavesdropping?
No, he actually pointed it out to me.
Okay.
Because I was looking for a Starbucks, and he took me over here.
Okay.
And this used to be the Royal London Wax Museum that I grew up attending, and it was one of the coolest things when you were a kid to see Queen Elizabeth and everybody, in wax. It and Undersea Gardens, which are actually right there as well, are gone.
What do you mean they're gone?
Victoria institutions, gone, disappeared.
Isn't there some sort of process by which, if a building is up for a certain number of years, it becomes an historical landmark, like Massey Hall in Toronto?
Well, this particular building is still there.
Yes.
It's now a terminal of some sort.
Okay.
So the actual Wax Museum building is there. It is a historical landmark building, but the Wax Museum as an entity itself is kaput.
How many times can you go to a wax museum before you're like, I've seen everything there is to see?
When you grow up in a small town like Victoria,
Okay.
and how many things are there to do in a small
And it's
town?
island, even if it's a big island, even if you thought that it's the size of Japan, there is that island culture of feeling just a little bit trapped. Like, have you ever gone to Hawaii and you're like, Hawaii's massive and it's beautiful,
Yeah.
but you get like a tiny bit of island fever?
Well, I was just in, Kauai, actually. Since I grew up on this island, I actually like the island life. Things slow down, relax.
We've got 37,000 people watching this right now, Bam. My arm's getting tired. Hang on. Sorry, I've been working hard. Let's talk Arrow for a second.
Arrow.
Okay.
What's that?
You're directing episode 407.
Yes.
Do you remember when I forced you to admit that it was happening on Twitter?
Yes, I got a text from you saying, "Hey, great news. So, are you gonna? You should tweet that." And
Well, first of all, I was really annoyed that I saw a episodic list for season 4 and I saw your name. You probably knew about it for a long time before you actually told me.
well, it had been discussed the year before, but I didn't want to jinx anything by going around saying, "Hey, yo, I'm directing an episode. Hey,
Right.
what do you think about that? Hey."
Who
So,
are some of the directors from the show that you've learned the most from?
Glenn Winter?
Okay.
His there's no more water in here. His visual style and just the way he runs the set is impeccable.
Yep.
John Baring, Michael Schultz, Wendy Stansler, you name it. I mean, even some of our newer directors, Antonio Negrete.
Yeah, I liked Antonio.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, the list is actually fairly.
So let's go over the ones that you hated. I'm kidding. We won't do that.
Oh, I was just processing that. You know who you are.
So, what do you think of season 4 thus far? I mean, we're into episode 3 thematically,
Yeah.
without being too spoilery, which is a delicate balance. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about season 4?
The size, the scope of seasons 1 and 2 in regards to action, the size and scope of seasons 1 and 2 put together is basically how I would describe season 4. Season 3, we went a slightly different avenue.
Yep.
And this season we are back to gigantorism. Is that a word?
Yes.
Okay.
And I feel like we are doing less fights, but possibly more stunts. By the way, I'm pretty sure a girl just walked by who knew what was going on, but is too nervous to participate in the live chat. It's fairly
That one?
intimidating. There's 50,000 people in the live chat right now. Don't track her down because she could just be super high. We are in BC.
Does she have that backpack right there?
Yeah, don't go. Don't go. So wait a second. So I say less fights, but it feels like more big stunt set pieces.
In actuality, there will be probably around the same amount of fights, plus
Okay.
more. They'll be integrated in with much bigger gags. High falls, zip lines, bike jumps, etc. You name it,
Right.
we're gonna do it.
Right.
Fire, name a stunt. It's gonna be done.
Do you have any comments about the fact that after 3 seasons of some of the best fights and stunt sequences in the history of television, we have not yet been nominated for a stunt Emmy? I'm sitting next to James Bamford, and I will tell you on Facebook Live in front of 52,500 people that it is total, utter bullshit. But whatever. I'm not going to let him comment. He doesn't have to. We should have been nominated by now.
I have no comment.
And I'm speaking on behalf of the stunt department. This is not a vanity play on my behalf, but this is what happens when you go on Facebook Live and you're looking out at a sea of people. And there's definitely been like 3 or 4 people that are circling us that are not coming to Circle
Circling.
Low.
Like what kind of circling? I haven't noticed that. Like these two over here? I think they're just taking pictures.
Paula Small thinks that the Blue Jays are on a roll. They are. Going to sweep the Yankees tomorrow. You're not a sports fan at all.
Used to be a football and used to be I played baseball, but I never watched. I was more of a doer and not a watcher as much as boxing, and of course K1, which is kickboxing, and UFC. I really enjoy combat sports.
Right. Give your Ronda Rousey opinion.
It's incredibly high. I've never seen where I grew up in the martial arts. There were several ladies competitively fighting in different levels and whatnot. I've never seen such a beast of a female that's capable of doing so much damage to another human being and be so feminine and just beautiful and such a seemingly kind personality. And we've never met, so I can't comment.
But
on her
you feel like you're getting sort of what she is, like the proper representation of her. It doesn't seem like a package or any of those things.
Not at all to me. She was well trained.
Yep.
She comes from a family of athletic ability. I
Yep.
mean, her mom. She's the real deal. There's no bullshit there.
I got a question for you. Settle the debate, and in the most gentle way possible. I was hanging out with Jared Padalecki last weekend,
Yeah.
and he is of the opinion that Ronda Rousey could defeat Floyd Mayweather in a fight. Now, I think that he's thinking with his head, or excuse me, his heart, a little bit more than his head. Okay? In your opinion, now it'll never happen, so it's hypothetical at best, but Ronda Rousey, Floyd Mayweather in a fight.
I would love to see that, and I agree with him.
Really?
Yeah, boxing is a sport. Boxing,
Yep.
which also is judo, but she's also trained jiu-jitsu. She's a multifaceted martial artist.
Right.
She's also trained as a boxer.
Right.
Mayweather is just a boxer.
Right.
Only. She has many more tools than him, and she's probably just as strong physically as he is. And quite frankly, I think that Pacquiao was ripped off the last time they got together.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the one.
I'm a huge Pacquiao fan. I feel like that fight was fixed myself. To tell you the
Well, I mean, both guys made $100 and whatever million dollars. Floyd made like $200 million. So I'm not sure how incentivized everyone was to do what they were doing. I see another guy in a Blue Jays
Yeah.
or like a white baseball shirt. He's
Circling.
circling around. He's circling. He's thinking about it. He's like, do I really want to sit down in front of 65,000 people and say hello?
65 now. I thought it was 14.
Hey, man.
Did it grow to?
I'm good. How you doing?
You guys know each other. See, they know each other.
We don't know each other.
Oh.
Is that true?
Yeah.
At Emerald City Comic Con? Oh, at the Jays game?
Yeah.
Oh, you came down. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good man.
Do you want to say hi?
Sure.
All right.
Facebook Live.
Hey everybody,
How are you? What's your name?
my name's Grant.
Grant. Where are you from?
I'm from Victoria.
You're from Victoria?
Yeah.
All right, me too.
Which
Red
game did
Bulls.
we meet at? The Saturday game or the Sunday game?
It was the Sunday game.
The Sunday game.
Yeah.
That was a really good game, save for the fact, like, we got everything at that game. We got a balk. We got an awesome homer. We got a great Blue Jays catch. We got a walk-off homer, except that they lost. We got the roof closing. Grant, what do you do in Victoria?
I work in security.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think? Any opinion on a possible Monday Night Raw appearance for me? Well, I am going to be at Monday Night Raw, but I'm here in Victoria, and there's a WWE show tonight.
Yeah. Are you gonna be in that one?
No, but I'm going to go. I'm going to do some reconnaissance.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in Raw.
Do you play baseball?
Yeah, I got a playoff game tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Plug your team, man. Plug your playoff game.
In the Mavericks League, I play for the Dodgers. Game
Yeah.
1 tonight of our playoffs.
The what Dodgers? The
It's all one league. It's the Victoria Mavericks League,
okay.
and I play on the Dodgers.
What position do you play?
I play in the outfield and I catch a little.
That's good, man. Are you good?
I'm okay.
What kind of security do you do?
Mall security.
Okay, cool, man.
What's your opinion on if Ronda Rousey and Floyd Mayweather fought?
Yeah, here we go.
I think if she gets her hands on him, he's
You're
dead.
fucking right. Oh, sorry. Can I say that? Sorry, can I say that on Facebook Live?
Basically, so what you guys are saying is that if he's able to jab away at her and do essentially what Floyd Mayweather does, although he's probably the greatest boxer ever at not getting hit.
Roy Jones Jr. was,
Okay,
and Ali.
all right. Well, but basically you're saying that if he's able to jab away and stay away, nothing would happen. But the minute that she clubs his leg with a kick, there's serious problems.
And gets inside and takes him down and
If
chokes him the hell out.
She's an Olympic judo gold
Yeah.
medalist. If she gets her hands on him, he's dead.
There it is.
She
Okay.
will choke the life out of him and probably break his arm.
Hey, Bam.
Yeah.
We're gonna sign off for this chat. Could you sign off with Grant and I?
Yes.
Okay. All right. See, Facebook Live totally worked. This is my man Grant in Victoria, who I met at a Blue Jays game in Seattle. Thank you for reminding me. I meet a lot of people, and I have beer at baseball games. He's playing for the Victoria Maverick Dodgers tonight. Are you playing Are you catching or are you playing?
Probably in the outfield.
Okay, probably in the outfield. Go Victoria Maverick Dodgers. Thank you, Facebook. Heading over to the WWE event.